but Meghan can't even support her husband or to even show a life that is together in harmony for the sake of the cameras and being in the public eye. It just shows you that this is a marriage that is in trouble because they cannot even be together and align with purpose of what Harry might be doing, what Meghan might be doing. They should be together. They're a team, and they can't even do that anymore. It's a sign of what is to come.
Breaking right now, another Prince Harry and Meghan tell-all interview. I cannot believe this. When will they just shut up? Seemingly never, because this is the new stage of publicity. We saw a People magazine cover yesterday, which we'll talk about in just a moment.
For years, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have presented themselves as a team. They left royal life together. They challenged the institution together. They launched new projects together. And they built a new future together. But now, a new round of commentary is raising questions about whether that united front is beginning to change. A recent TV discussion has sparked fresh speculation after commentator P. Dina suggested that Harry and Meghan are no longer fully aligned. The claim has generated intense debate among royal watchers, supporters, and critics alike. Some believe the couple are simply entering a new phase of their professional lives. Others see signs that their priorities may be moving in different directions. So, what exactly is being claimed? What evidence is being presented? And why are these comments generating so much attention? Let's get into it.
So, P. Dina, no tough questions there.
These two are a hot mess. That's all I have to say. I can't believe the audacity to even come on this CBS show and to talk about things that they themselves are. I mean, they are, in my opinion, the biggest bullies out there. They can't even treat their own parents with decency. Why would they be the spokespeople to try to help other parents deal with cyberbullying? They don't know how to treat their own family and parents. It really is, it's almost like you have the audacity, really, for real, for real?
I know.
Sit here and talk about cyberbullying and try to make yourselves the advocates for something that is happening online, which you can't even get right in your own home and surroundings with your tell-all book, Netflix. Look how they've treated the Queen in the last years of her life. You can't be the spokesperson to go out and talk about cyberbullying. You are known to do things that are bully-like behavior towards the loved ones of your family and of the country in England. It's crazy.
I know, not to mention the irony, P. Dina, that, and this is what frustrates me so much about having another nodding dog interview, just saying, "You're so right, Harry. Did you see her? That you're so right. I so agree with you." When is a journalist going to say to them when they're talking about online bullying and all of that type of thing, but what about the Sussex Squad? Which I have revealed is the biggest gang of internet trolls in the history of the online age that conducts the most vile bullying of any critic of Harry and Meghan. Now, obviously, they're not directly involved, but the leader of the Sussex Squad is this guy called Christopher Boozy, crazy guy who they put on their Netflix show. So there's lots of connections there. And what they've never done, P. Dina, is speak out publicly and say, we condemn the Sussex Squad. We condemn them for their continuation of online bullying. And they're not going to be asked about it. So, oh, it's so frustrating.
It's sad because a lot of people don't really follow it the way they should to
Yes.
have educated opinions about it. They see it in passing. They don't get the undertones of things that are happening in social media and how Harry and Meghan, them not responding is essentially them, they're okay with it because they haven't done anything against it. But most people don't know the world of online, what is happening, to be able to have an educated opinion about it. That's why it's so important to have shows like myself and others and yourself who speak out against this, because we bring this information to people about what the Sussex Squad is doing so that they can hear it from people that are talking about Harry and Meghan. Because Harry and Meghan, everything that they're doing is kind of covert, it's undercover when you don't have a online, I guess, profile or access to understand the full brunt of everything that is actually happening. And a lot of people don't. I asked them about Harry and Meghan, and all they see, oh, they popped up on my, my YouTube here and there, but they don't see the real information that you need to know to really see what they are all about. And that's so important. I mean, I'm a big advocate to speak out against it, because what they're trying to do, I've been doing for a long time on my own, running my own nonprofit and trying to support young people. And they don't do what they're doing out of the love and commitment and desire on themselves. It's to heighten their own profile, right?
Big
and
time.
it's for nefarious reasons. It's so bad.
So true.
The video opens by focusing on a single phrase that immediately grabs attention. No longer aligned. It's a phrase that sounds simple on the surface, but it's also incredibly powerful, because it suggests that two people who once appeared completely united may now be moving in different directions. And that's the central narrative the creator wants viewers to focus on. The interesting thing is that the phrase itself doesn't necessarily mean conflict. It doesn't automatically mean separation. It doesn't even necessarily mean disagreement. But because the Sussexes have spent years presenting themselves as a team, any suggestion that they're becoming less synchronized naturally attracts attention. And the creator knows exactly how compelling that question is.
And yet again, they appear to be slagging off their own family. So let me show you this new cover of People magazine. Now, the thing with People magazine, P. Dina, you know this, they don't run stories about Harry and Meghan that have not been briefed or tacitly approved by Harry and Meghan's people, because People magazine is effectively the PR tool used by big Hollywood celebrities and big agents to get their official narrative out into the world. So here we have People magazine revealing, clearly briefed by friends of Harry, and we know that friends of Meghan, remember, briefed People magazine back in the past because it was very controversial. They briefed details of the letter that she wrote to Thomas Markle, despite the fact that she later had the audacity to sue the Mail on Sunday for revealing the contents of that letter. But this new article reveals that King Charles has stopped speaking to Harry. Now, it's apparently over the security issue, but to be honest, I just say good on him. I mean, I know Harry wants to curry favour for revealing this, but to me, P. Dina, I think, honestly, think about what King Charles is going through. He is trying to keep the monarchy going while suffering from, let's be honest about it, really brutal cancer. He's an old man. He's not physically in a good place. He's got the weight of the world on his shoulders. I mean, seriously, good on him, P. Dina, for not picking up the phone to the moany son who's demanding security that he actually can't deliver for him anyway.
Absolutely. It's almost like the same thing with elder abuse. You are nagging your father over something that people should say, why are you bothering your father about this? These are the things people need to understand. Why is he doing this to his ill father, and all that he's doing, with the monarchy and the hard work, and it's so much going on. He doesn't have time to deal with Harry. So I think good on the king. Ignore him and give him some tough love. Hey, look, I'm sorry. I'm busy. It's time for you. Go do you. Okay, Harry, go do you. And I'm going to do me. I'm not worried about you right now. You made a choice to leave. These are the consequences. It's really tough love, And kids,
I totally
a lot of times
agree.
have to learn the hard way.
As the video continues, it takes viewers back through the Sussexes' journey. We see footage from the period immediately after they stepped away from royal duties. The Oprah interview, the Netflix documentary, joint appearances, shared projects. The creator uses these moments to establish a clear image of Harry and Meghan as a highly coordinated partnership. At that stage, almost everything they did publicly was presented as a shared mission. They spoke together. They worked together. They faced criticism together, and that unity became one of the defining features of their public image. The video deliberately reminds viewers of that history before introducing the idea that something may have changed. The discussion then shifts toward more recent developments. And this is where the creator begins building the case for the no longer aligned narrative. We see examples of Harry and Meghan pursuing different projects, attending separate events, focusing on different professional goals. The video presents these developments as potential signs of divergence. But it's worth noting that many high-profile couples eventually develop separate professional identities. In fact, it's often a natural evolution. The question the creator raises is whether that's what's happening here, or whether these differences point to something deeper. And that's where the speculation begins. One of the key arguments presented in the video is that Harry appears increasingly focused on causes that have defined much of his life for years. Veterans, mental health, charitable work, public service. The creator suggests that Harry seems most comfortable when working within these areas. These are causes that connect directly to his royal past and personal experiences. And the video implies that this focus may be pulling him toward a different professional direction than the one Meghan is pursuing. The attention then turns toward Meghan. The creator highlights her business ventures, media projects, lifestyle branding efforts, and public appearances. She's portrayed as someone focused on building a distinct identity and expanding her own professional platform. And again, none of this necessarily indicates a problem. But the video encourages viewers to compare Meghan's current priorities with Harry's. The implication is that while both are busy and successful in their own ways, they may no longer be moving toward exactly the same goals. And that's the idea the creator keeps returning to.
Totally. And it's Harry who the world is going to realize is in the wrong here, because it's Harry who is withholding his children from seeing his really sick dad. I mean, that's so wrong.
It's so sad that he is not compassionate enough to see that these are the formative years of your children's lives. They need to be with their other family members. You need to show unity. You know, it's like when you show that CBS piece, how can you try to think about families and cyberbullying when your whole life is divided? You can't even bring together your children to see their grandfathers, but we need to look at you and take you seriously, like you are here to be an advocate about something around cyberbullying. But you're so fuzzy in all of your life's dealings. You know, you haven't even met your wife's father. You haven't addressed the fact that your wife's half sisters getting bullied all the time by your fans.
Exactly.
I mean, there's so much that they do that
there
people
isn't
don't understand.
There isn't any compassion. There isn't any compassion. Yeah. Now, the other really shocking line to emerge from this People magazine story, and I'm really interested in your take on this, was that Harry and Meghan are effectively splitting over the lawsuit, his constant desire to sue the newspapers. And there are quotes which suggest, and remember this happened after Spare as well, it was almost Meghan trying to disassociate herself from the lawsuits. Oh, that's Harry's thing. I'm not supportive of it, but if he wants to do it for us, then fine. What did you make of this? Because it's very odd, P. Dina, for a husband and a wife, or a wife, sorry, to brief against what her husband is doing to a friendly magazine. It's odd.
Yeah, I feel like they are no longer aligned in purpose. I say this a lot on my channel. They no share the same purpose in I believe their personal lives and in business. And this is just, to me, it's a sign that this is a marriage that is in a lot of trouble. Because I know if my husband were going through something and it's not my thing, I know how important it is for him. I'm going to support him. But Meghan can't even support her husband or to even show a life that is together in harmony for the sake of the cameras and being in the public eye. It just shows you that this is a marriage that is in trouble because they cannot even be together and align with purpose of what Harry might be doing, what Meghan might be doing. They should be together. They're a team, and they can't even do that anymore. It's a sign of what is to come.
Very true. Now, this week we've also had the death of Robert Fellows. Some suggestion that this could potentially bring Harry and William closer together because he was their uncle. But I think that's wishful thinking at this stage, isn't it, P. Dina?
Think it will do much. I think they'll send their condolences and go on their way, but it won't bring them together. Absolutely not.
No.
I mean, they're so far gone in their relationship that it will be a miracle if they ever come back together. Because Harry and Meghan essentially would have to change their whole mindset. They're the ones that will have to change. William's done nothing wrong. I mean, he's just doing him in a great, fabulous way. But there would have to be so much change on the side of Harry and Meghan for this to ever be reconciled, this relationship. And I just don't see it happening.
No, I don't either.
One of the most interesting aspects of the video is its analysis of interviews and public appearances. The creator examines body language, facial expressions, speaking patterns, the way Harry and Meghan interact on camera. And this is a common technique in royal commentary content. The challenge, of course, is that body language analysis is often highly subjective. Different viewers can watch the exact same clip and reach completely different conclusions. But by presenting these moments as clues, the video creates the impression that viewers are uncovering hidden truths beneath the surface. The public reaction shown in the video is deeply divided. Some viewers agree with the analysis. They believe Harry and Meghan are gradually moving towards separate personal and professional identities. They see recent developments as evidence of that shift. Others reject the entire premise. They argue that successful marriages don't require both people to pursue identical goals. They point out that independent careers and individual projects are perfectly normal. And that's what makes this debate so interesting, because much of the disagreement isn't about facts. It's about interpretation. As the video approaches its conclusion, it becomes clear that the story is less about one television appearance and more about a broader question. What does the future look like for Harry and Meghan? After years of public scrutiny, after years of controversy, after years of building a new life outside the monarchy, are they still pursuing the exact same vision? Or are they entering a phase where their individual ambitions play a larger role? The creator doesn't provide a definitive answer. Instead, the audience is left with a sense of uncertainty. And that's exactly what keeps conversations like this alive. Because as long as questions remain unanswered, speculation will continue. And when it comes to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, few stories generate more attention than questions about the future of their partnership. But now I want to hear from you. Do you think Harry and Meghan are simply evolving professionally, or do you believe they're moving in different directions? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more royal family analysis, celebrity reactions, and in-depth commentary. Subscribe for more royal breakdowns. Bell.